Do you have a ring light? Is that what's on your face?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is it
Just
too
curious.
harsh?
No, it's not. It's good.
Just
It's
how's
bright.
that?
Yeah.
Is that
You're
is that all
looking
right?
great. You're looking
Yeah.
great.
All right. What's going on, everybody? So we just have a special video because we're giving the people what they want. So I brought everyone's favorite, the Oscar expert, back. Hello, sir. Good morning. How are
Good
you?
evening. This is everyone's favorite here.
Good evening.
Back
Yeah.
for a very important video. I just want to say there's a lot of things that we could be talking about in terms of like issues and what we can do to better the world.
Yeah.
But we came together and we had a long discussion about this, and we thought that it would be really important to talk about the Babylon reactions in wake of everything that's
100%.
been going on, in wake of the elections. I think this is really we're kind of like the important stuff that people need to hear.
Yeah, like Arizona's governor just flipped Democrat where I'm at. It Who cares though? Who
Yeah,
cares?
it
It is
doesn't matter.
about Damien Chazelle. Is he really him? Brother Bro is somewhere working in another room, so he may or
Yeah,
may not come by.
he may
Maybe
drop
not.
in for a
Maybe,
cameo.
possibly. But we're kind of doing this off the cuff. We both we both really have no plan on what this video is going to be, except we don't bury the lead here. We're starting with the Babylon reactions. They came out last night as of when we're recording. I don't know when you all
Oh
will see
yeah.
this. I guess I'll just kind of hand it off to you. I mean, what do you think?
Some of them, a lot of them were like as enthusiastic as you would expect, but then some of them were very negative.
Yeah.
And there were a couple people who were negative, and it was like, yeah, okay, like you're negative. But then there was people who were like, a couple people who I would say normally like pretty with the consensus on a movie, not the type of people who just like hate stuff, who actually
Right.
didn't really like it. And
Yeah.
so that was a little bit like, oh, huh, that's like interesting. Like these people probably really wanted to love it. So they're mixed. Like, my initial reaction is like, is this the Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
Like, and the other thing that I don't even know if I can quite trust what's going on right now, because Twitter reactions are always hyperbolic, and right now it's very love it, hate it. But
Right.
when the reviews come out, I expect it's going to be there's going to be a little bit more like people in the middle. And I don't think this is going to touch an 80 on Metacritic because the reactions are so mixed. But I don't think that necessarily keeps it out of the Oscar conversation if it has a lot of people who love it, and if it's just like this like movie extravaganza of like cinematic fuckery, like that's enough, I think.
Yeah.
And if it has love on its side, then it can still get in with all of that. But it's pretty interesting. I do wonder if this. I guess we can talk in a little bit. I want to bring up what categories it could be. It could be up or down in. But
Sure.
what did you think of the reactions?
I gotta be honest. It was exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Like,
Oh yeah,
like to a T. It is exactly what I thought it was gonna be.
You thought people were gonna hate it.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be pretty divisive. I know Matt tweeted, and I tweeted under it. I said I expected like Wolf of Wall Street level positive, and maybe my memory serves me wrong because I was just a young child back then. But I'm pretty sure Wolf of Wall Street had very strong opinions when they first came out. I'm pretty sure that, even though I think that movie is like fucking incredible,
Well,
I'm pretty sure
the thing
it
about
has like
that
a
movie is
70.
like the bad opinions didn't age well, because
Yeah,
they were like, it's not like condemning the actions enough, and it's like
right.
we know now that's dumb. I
Yeah,
don't know
looking
if
back on it.
Babylon's going to be like, oh, like objectively in 10 years, like those people will be wrong. I don't think it's necessarily going to be that,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah,
probably not.
it kind of does remind me of Wolf of Wall Street.
Probably not. Yeah, I guess I'm more so talking about like during that year when the reception came out, because I know now the reception has pretty much gone up. I think back then it was like had like a 70 something on Rotten Tomatoes, had like a 70 on Metacritic from what I remember.
Yeah, like
So
75, I remember.
yeah. So honestly, the Babylon reactions, they're like to a T what I thought it was gonna be. It has been my most anticipated from like the beginning of this year. And honestly, it just makes me like more interested to see it.
Yeah. Even like Letterboxd, like I don't think we have that many reactions, but like the couple of recent ratings that we got are like, it's literally like 1, 5, 1.5, 9 out of 10. Like, it's
Yeah.
actually like polarizing. I wonder, maybe that's not misleading. Like, maybe it's literally like polarizing. Like,
Yeah,
usually people end up being more in the middle than people expect, but like, I don't know, maybe this is like legitimately a polarizing movie, which is
I don't
kind of
know.
crazy because La La Land and Whiplash, they have some naysayers, but they're very quiet, and they,
Yeah.
you can like kind of take a stick and just like whack them on the head and like shush. But
Right.
now this is like in numbers. This is
Yeah.
a volume of people who are probably going to be very against Babylon.
Probably. I mean, what did you expect before the reactions?
I don't know. I kind of thought it'd be like a little more well liked
Really?
because, I mean, I can see from the trailer and I can see from some of the reactions to the trailer that
Mm-hmm.
maybe some people were like, I don't know if I like this one,
Yeah.
but kind of being like, well, Damien Chazelle, like, he's good. Like, we
Yeah.
like him. Everybody's kind of on board, but
Yeah.
I think he's going to lose some people who were on board with him the whole time.
Sure.
Which I don't know if I expected that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know why, but just like the past few weeks, especially like looking at my predictions, I felt the urge to just tick Babylon down in like some of the bigger categories. And
Yeah.
I felt like there was this like weird, weird like air around the movie, especially before reactions where people like, oh, like I heard this is like not going to be as great, which is just so weird to me. I don't really know. And I guess we should say when we're recording this, that was only like the first wave of reactions. I think more comes tomorrow. I want to say
There's
from
like a New York screening.
there's a New York
Like
screening.
tomorrow or the next day. I'm not me. But yeah, some people are gonna. Yeah, it's not that many reactions. Like,
No.
I still don't feel like there's enough. And I don't know, when it comes to like Metacritic, like this could even be like a 68 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be that low. And what do you think that takes it down? And because for me, like, maybe this like does float down to being like number 7 or 8 in picture.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's even a lock, or that it's still like necessarily in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very different situation from First Man, but First Man, like, even those reviews were very good, and that still like ended up tanking. I think it's different because First Man's like boring and sad,
Right.
boo.
Right.
But this
Yeah.
movie's like just too
Cocaine.
much cinema for me.
Just like on crack.
Yeah, but I think it makes me consider that he may not get director. And screenplay too. I think those are like, I could see that him being exchangeable.
Yeah,
if it's really that mixed.
So I did have Babylon out of screenplay in October. I put in the tar and the two T's, tar and triangle, ahead of it.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna keep that. Director, I mean, gosh, I don't know. I mean, this is
tight category.
It's a tight category, and man, I feel dumb doing this just after like just a few like LA people start tweeting about it, and now we're gonna like, base our whole predictions off of it. But I don't know. I mean, he definitely moves down, as I guess what I'll say. I thought at one point during the year, I thought he was truly win competitive just because it looked so big and flashy and extravagant, which it still is. But yeah, I don't know. I guess Spielberg is just fucking running to his Oscar because I don't even know who would be second.
I'm not going to say Daniels is impossible. I don't really think it'll happen, but I don't think it's impossible. Todd Field, I think will win a lot of critics awards, and then people will move him up.
Yeah.
Well, I think Spielberg is still looking really good. But yeah, I mean, honestly, if you take Damien Chazelle as director, like, it's a little bit freeing because there is room for other people, like, because it is a category where I feel like there's like 6 or 7 that I really want to put in.
Yeah.
Like McDonough, I'm like, I think they might go for him this time.
I think so too.
And in our last predictions, I had Sarah Polley just out, which felt a little wrong, but I was also just like, well, may as well not make it the same top as 5 as last time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe they can both get in. Maybe Damien Chazelle's number 6 or 7 or something. I don't know. Hard to say yet, but
yeah. See, Daniels and director is kind of screwing with me because
I
can really see it either way. So I
like they could
don't.
get snubbed,
Yeah,
or they could be like solid.
100%,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah,
And I don't know, man. I've put my heart is too attached to everything everywhere now. Just where like I just don't want to. It'll just hurt me if I either snub them and they get in, or I predict them and then they get snubbed. So I don't know, but
yeah. I
yeah,
wonder if I'm being like too hopeful about it because like I don't I don't think I'm totally hope dicting having it really high.
Yeah,
because I definitely think there is a case for it being a movie that's not The Fabelmans that can come in. But I also don't want to, like, if I'm wrong, then it looks like I was hope dicting, you know?
right.
It looks like I was just trying like to make the thing I like happen by predicting it.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, if I'm wrong, I feel like the heat comes at me and it's like, damn, like you were just predicting that because you like that movie. And I'm like, was I doing that? Was I in my little Twitter bubble?
Yeah, the comments will be brutal as always.
Yeah. Well, what's important is I can I can predict everything everywhere, and then the day before the Oscars, I'll predict The Fabelmans, and I'll say I've been telling you that it's going to be
it's
The
like
Fabelmans.
your reverse Parasite when you drop that video.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I guess back to Babylon in terms of the big picture for Best Picture, I guess. You still, based off of these one-day reactions, still have
15
it in?
people.
Yeah,
I have it in. I moved it. I don't think it's. I don't know if it's gonna be like a top 5 anymore. Although I think it still looks really strong to win production design, costumes, and score. Like I still feel good about that. And people are saying like, whoa, about those things. And even The Great Gatsby, like you can win costumes and production design and not even be amazing.
Right.
Score, I think you probably want to be in Best Picture, but I don't know if it's the most score of the year, and it sounds like it might be.
God damn, it goes so hard.
So I think Babylon, I'm flirting with it at like 7 or 8 now.
So I agree. I would probably take it down. I would still have it in. You think so? Should Paramount just flip? Be like, all right, we're all in. We're all in on Top Gun. We're all in on Top Gun
for the win.
Like, we can win Best Picture with Top Gun.
I think I think it's possible that they could win Best Picture with Top Gun.
Well, okay, I have that in my Google Docs. I was like,
what do you mean? You're
like, because for this, I was like, okay, maybe I was at work, just bored as hell. I was like, all right, let me just bullet point some stuff that we want to talk about, maybe. And I typed in, I was like, A, would it be best for the Oscars if Top Gun won? And then B, can it actually win? And then I was like, looked at it. I stared at it for like 5 minutes. I was like, I feel like Top Gun, like there's a path for Top Gun.
Okay, let me tell you what the path is. So Justin came up to me the other day and he was like, Cole, you're going to think I'm an idiot for saying this, but like, hear me out. Top Gun Maverick, SAG ensemble. And I was like, that's not that ridiculous.
Wow. I never Top Gun never even entered my mind for SAG ensemble. I guess.
But think about it.
Yeah, it actually is
very possible. It actually could do that.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing. It's like it's like if that got a SAG ensemble nomination, it's not gonna win, but like if it got a nomination, and it was getting everything else, I'd be like, okay, maybe this is winning conversation. The thing is that it's just not a contender in director and screenplay. That's the problem. Right. I mean, maybe on its best day, it can get some director hype, but even then, like, it's not like, George Miller type of guy. Like, it's, I don't know.
Are we underestimating it in director?
I feel like the Oscars wouldn't do it. Like, at best, you get maybe the DGA and maybe the Golden Globes. Yeah. Actually, I don't know. Fuck it. Critics' Choice, you never know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, people are attributing the movie, like Mad Max was like George Miller's vision.
Right.
And this movie's like
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Cruise. Yeah.
And Joseph Kosinski he's kind of taken a backseat to that. And he's also writing a legacy of a movie that existed without him. So I feel like he's not, I do think that, I don't think we're necessarily like dismissing it.
Right.
And screenplay, I don't really, But if it did get like adapted screenplay, that would be like, if it got like adapted screenplay and SAG ensemble and like, I'd be like, shit. But we have seen though, like a lot of the tech movies don't really win, like The Revenant and 1917. Like they didn't. Like to win Best Picture, you want to be a screenplay acting movie. And so I don't think Top Gun would actually win, but I think it has like a lot. Oh, there he is. There he is.
He's coming through.
Why don't you pull up a chair, buddy? Oh,
hello.
This way.
Hello.
Why don't you pull up a chair, friend?
Okay, here I am. Well, wait, we're the opposite side.
Hold on, you're gonna have to take. That doesn't. You know what? This is gonna be a wild video. So just
this is all good. We're on the
Film Drunks
video.
Channel, it's okay.
So it's all good.
Okay. Yeah, this is for. We're in like the upside down or whatever the mirror universe. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't watch Stranger Things.
We were just talking about your Top Gun SAG ensemble.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like a prediction we're going out on a limb on yet, is it?
It's in the top 10.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say it's in the top 5, and I was like,
I actually no. Film Drunk here was actually
I'm like, okay.
It's like very possible.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, because
Justin,
I never even
you're
thought
gonna take
about
Babylon
it.
out.
No, honestly,
That's what you're saying. You're gonna take
no.
Babylon out.
You could take Wakanda Forever out.
You could,
and put Top Gun in, if you wanted to.
Well, what about Babylon? I mean, because Babylon, I think we're about to see that it's like not gonna do like quite as well as we thought.
Yeah,
but like it
still has people are still praising the ensemble a lot.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, they are.
All right. Well, I don't know.
Like, I mean, I agree it's snubbable.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that it's
Top Gun. Shit. That'd be funny to call it. I didn't post.
Top Gun kind of makes sense, though.
I never even published that video yet.
Thought about Top Gun.
We could change it.
Yeah, I had that thought,
my brain.
and it hit me like a fucking like wind.
As soon as you said that, and like the cast, like at the end where they're like showing the names, like freeze frames of the people, I was like, oh fuck. It's like, that actually kind of makes a lot of sense.
I don't know though. I mean, it makes sense, but it doesn't make like a ton. It doesn't.
It actually does. It
sense.
makes more sense than Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah,
let's just say that.
That's fair. It does.
The sound and editing winner.
Yeah.
Of 2018.
Yeah, don't get me fucking started on that movie. So I guess since you just came in, what did you think about the Babylon reactions?
Well, I don't know if it's like I'm wondering if when the reviews actually drop, if we're gonna say, "Oh my god, Babylon's getting trashed." Oh my god, because when you have like mixed reviews, when you have people who are outright saying it's bad, who are generally like pretty agreeable people, I think that actually is. I think it could go any way. Like, I wonder if this is gonna be like smashed by people. Like, if they're like, people are gonna dunk. People are going to go hard on it. It's kind of like
probably
Bardo, where like if they don't like it, they're not going to stop. Like,
they're
going to go really hard.
It's not out of the realm of possibility that it ends up with like a rotten.
Yeah. But it's weird that like you said you said that Scott Menzel didn't like it and that Perry Nemiroff didn't like it. They're not picky. They're not like, they don't have weird opinions about stuff. They have like pretty normal thoughts and like feelings. They're not controversial. So that's why I'm like, whoa, what is going on? But it's cool that like some people are gonna like it at the very least.
Yeah, but it's like weird because like it's still like people are still being like, Margot Robbie, Brad Pitt, Diego Calva, costumes, production design, score, like all that's still there.
I think it's probably still getting nominated.
Maybe some of the like over nominated territory categories like best sound or best makeup, like maybe those are not as strong.
Right. It's something that could get like snubbed in editing.
And also,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's fucking weird.
Yeah, no, that could.
But like
Wall Street didn't get editing.
Maybe it's snubbed in editing, director, picture. No, sorry. Screenplay. Editing, director, screenplay. Like something like that. That's possible. Yeah. And then I wouldn't mind like
and screenplay, like
screenplay, because then you could just throw Triangle of Sadness.
Yeah, that actually kind of works. And
they could all be friends. They could all be buddies together.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did. I mean,
you actually snubbed it for screenplay. Are you
like? I'm gonna maybe.
What's going on here? Are you throwing it out of your predictions for stuff?
No, I mean, so in October when I last did it, I took Babylon out of original screenplay, and I just threw in Triangle and closed my eyes. And then I kind of take Babylon down in almost every above the line category, just because I was just getting this weird sense. But I mean, as of now, with just once again, we talked about it, just a couple LA people. That's really what everyone is kind of basing their stuff off of right now. I would just take it down in picture, but I guess I would leave it in for now because there's still enough positive for me to think, especially in a slot of 10.
But now that I think about it, you are kind of right that you're kind of right that sometimes when reactions are like, oh, people are mixed on it, then the critics come out and they're like, no, we just don't like it.
Cole, there's no such thing as a movie that gets immediately trashed on Twitter unless it's like at a festival.
But some people loved it, and some of the people who loved it actually are like, real critics.
Yeah, but even still, because the thing is like if this movie's fate is getting trashed, then like these positive reactions are gonna end up being the few people who liked it. That's what sometimes happens too.
Yeah,
so they like it a lot.
So then, like I don't know. I mean, look, some people are saying it's like their favorite Giselle movie or their favorite movie of the year. A couple people. So I don't really think it's gonna be like terrible because I just don't see how that could happen.
It's also still like Oscar catnip.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, I kind of think back to, I remember being the Ricardos and like Don't Look Up. I remember seeing those reactions on Twitter. I was like, damn, these are like pretty positive. Like a couple mixed ones
skewing positive.
Yeah,
right?
a couple mixed ones. I was like, damn, these are positive. And then the Rotten Tomatoes score came out, and I was like, holy fuck!
I literally lied to me. I literally came out of my Don't Look Up screening, which was early, and I was like, everybody liked that. Everybody was having a great time. I thought that was really good, and everybody I talked to thought it was at least pretty good. So I think it's gonna get like. Me. No, you liked it though. So
no, I was like thinking about giving it like a 5, and then I ended up getting it a 7. It was very weird.
So I came out of that theater though thinking that this movie will get like like an 85 plus on Rotten Tomatoes. I was like, people are gonna like it. They're just gonna like it.
Yeah. But they didn't. Oh yeah. I was like, I guess I'm in the minority here. I thought it was like fine, but I thought it was messy and sloppy. And he was like, no. And then like there were a couple other people who saw it with us, and they all agreed that it was very good.
Yeah.
But I mean, it still got nominated, so it's like people in general did feel that way.
Yeah. So maybe it's Don't Look Up.
Yeah. Oh God.
There you go.
Dude.
There you go.
I can't.
Don't Look Up didn't get like
director screenplay.
No, it got screenplay.
It got screenplay.
Right. My apologies.
Yeah.
It also got editing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And it like wasn't supposed to.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what
get
the
any
is,
awards.
but
That was weird.
I don't know if I'm Paramount. Like I was kind of telling a Oscar expert there, I'd probably maybe. I mean, it's early, but I'd kind of switch my priorities. Because I like it's not impossible that just Top Gun just wins Best Picture. It's not impossible.
I think they should. Yeah. They should try to win Best. Yeah, sure. Like they should definitely try to win Best Picture. With
they
Top
should go
Gun.
for it. Just fucking
go for it.
Shovel Tom Cruise like everywhere and Miles Teller.
If they can get him nominated in like actor, then or like, I mean, if they can get like 2 above the line nominations, that like if they can get actor and screenplay, or if they can get, they probably won't get director. I think that's probably their best shot. Then maybe like they could try shaping a winning conversation, but I think it's still pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean,
even the betting websites like have Top Gun at like plus 2,000, which is saying like it's virtually like if you want to bet on that shit.
Top Gun is like a top 5er, isn't it?
I think so, but I think it's like for a nomination, it's very secure, and then for a win, it's just that would be very strange.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just because like I honestly really like Top Gun, and like it's such a fucking like knee slapper, fucking like pump your fist in the air like type of movie, especially like
hug your dads, hug your uncles,
exactly.
It does have a shockingly great narrative. Like
it appeals to like everyone. So
and just like it's saving cinema.
Which I mean, how different is Top Gun? In essence, from Coda. Like they both one
make
of
you feel good. Winning screenplay and supporting actor.
One of them's good.
Miles Teller.
Huh? What?
Supporting actor.
You're fucking around.
Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah, Jennifer Connelly, supporting actress.
You're fucking around, but watch one of them get like a weird nomination somewhere.
I would leave.
Okay.
Okay, so we've been talking about Babylon for a bit. I guess we can kind of pivot to some of the other categories. Let's just kind of stick with the Top Gun feel. Or am I just like gaslighting myself, or is Tom Cruise kind of like on a jet, just like kind of rising up to that That's that top 5.
If Diego Calva's, if I don't buy him, I put Tom Cruise in. That's what I do.
But what
and
if
I don't know if I buy? I don't know. I mean, some of the reactions have been really good around Diego Calva, but like I have Tom. I'm like really flirting with Tom Cruise, like put him in there.
I buy Calva. I don't know if I buy Jackman or Nighy.
I kind of buy Nighy.
What, really? Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because of the Sony Pictures Classics thing.
Oh.
And because I kind of thought like this movie's a little bit Philomena, in that like it's old people bait.
Yeah.
And it's like, and like they want to campaign it and they don't have anything else to do. They're just like, they can just campaign it because they're bored and they don't have any other things to put anything behind. And like, you know, now he's got a little bit of a narrative of being an actor that he's never been like appreciated at the Academy Awards. And like, he was good. Like, I don't even hate it given the context, given like the lineup of Best Actor right now. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
And also that movie, I think I was like, could it get screenplay? They were pushing him. He's like a big writer. He's well known in the writer.
I'm like more skeptical of the screenplay stuff. That feels like you're really forcing that in there.
Yeah, I guess
like you're shoving it.
It's also a remake, so there's less narrative.
That's like a brute force like campaign to like get that nominated for screenplay.
Wait, what did you guys think about Living?
It was all right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's okay.
It's not bad, but it's sort of drab to me.
Yeah, it's like I know. I've seen this.
So you buy Nighy. Interesting.
I do.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if you're getting ahead of yourself, because when we saw that at Sundance,
I don't care.
Like, okay.
Did we think Coda was winning Best Picture at Sundance? No, we did not.
No, but we thought the actors were like Oscar worthy.
Yeah, and Marlee Matlin we thought was more like.
I didn't think Bill Nighy was like incredible.
I don't care. It's not about that.
Yeah, it is.
Living. What was I gonna say? Shit.
Okay. He's old.
He's never nominated.
Britain loves him.
No.
You got it.
Here's what it needs. Here's all it needs. If he gets Golden Globe, it's over.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah, because I mean,
first of all,
yeah.
But he will get Golden Globe because Golden Globe is a ton of slots.
Yeah. So it's not that hard for him to get the Golden Globe.
What about Tom Cruise?
He can also get the Golden Globe.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise gets. Because listen to this. Listen to this though. Tom Cruise gets. Oh yeah, then he'll just take out Calva, I guess.
And then listen. And then is it that hard for him to get BAFTA?
No.
Like if Bill Nighy gets Golden Globe or BAFTA, or both. If he got both, I'd be like, forget about it. It's in. Like, and especially if he got like Critics' Choice on top of that. I don't think he's gonna get SAG, but
no.
That's for Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise gets SAG, Golden Globe,
right
and Critics' Choice. What do you do?
And then misses BAFTA?
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
Right. So then do you predict him for the Oscar?
I think the Oscars could gatekeep him. It depends on if Diego Calva is strong.
Gatekeep.
Even though he's in the club. I think that Diego Calva could still be more likely at the Oscar than other places because they'll nominate
I don't know though. This movie seems like
it's
it's about to get
and like your unknowns actually, and lead actor, they will do that. Yeah, no. If Bill Nighy got like even the sliverest bit of a Golden Globe nomination, I'd be like shit, because
how can you get a sliver of a Golden Globe nomination versus like getting the whole thing?
It doesn't matter. You can like I think I would have to take that and run, because the SPC campaigning, they go hard for the Golden Globes and then they surprise at the Oscars and they skip over the guilds, and they always that's how they do it.
So you think they're just flipping a Nighy over Jackman?
Well, I don't know. I mean, Jackman's in a movie that has a 4 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's fire.
That's like really bad. Like, I mean, what's the last time a movie was that low and got an acting nomination? Like Hillbilly Elegy, okay, but under a 50 is very rare, especially in lead. Like you have Denzel Washington and Roman J. Israel Esquire. That didn't even have a 40. People were like, really? Yeah, it's okay, but they didn't hate it. They hate the Sun.
Yeah.
Although I agree, Hugh Jackman could happen. He is a big name. He's doing what you need to do to get a nomination. He's just in a movie people fucking hate, and that does matter a lot.
Gosh, god damn. Okay, no disrespect, but Nighy and Cruise filling out that Best Actor, that is just not what I want. It's just not what I want.
But it could be. I remember, like,
I'm okay with Tom Cruise getting in for the movie.
I'll be honest. I would rather have Tom Cruise than Bill Nighy in the best.
Yeah, me too.
actually, maybe.
Dude, he's flying the jets, bro.
He had an Oscar scene.
Jet. Yeah,
he had an Oscar scene. And if people are doing like the, Michelle Yeoh does her stunts and everything, it's like Tom Cruise does his stunts too. Like,
yeah,
100%. I mean, people are also like, he's also just the face of the movie, like that's, and it's not just because he's acting, it's like because of all the other stuff and like his brand.
People are like, yeah, it won't happen, but I won't be mad if it did. In fact, I'd vote for him.
No, there are a lot of people.
That's the interesting thing is that they're like, well, I mean, it's not gonna happen, but like I would vote for him. I don't give a shit.
A lot of people would be mad. I think that. I think
people would be mad. I don't think so.
He also has an Oscar scene, like the scene with Val Kilmer. He is such an Oscar scene.
I don't know why people would be mad. He's a hardworking.
Film Twitter would be mad.
Film Twitter would be mad.
I don't know if they even would.
I've seen them be mad about the possibility already.
Yeah. All right, I guess.
But I think that doesn't mean that it won't happen because sometimes Rami Malek wins Best Actor, so it's not up to them, as we know.
Yeah, I haven't done my November predictions yet. I haven't even really looked at it. I might just fuck it and just throw a little Daddy Cruise in there. I might do it honestly because I've maintained the stance on Nighy. I've had the stance on Nighy where he's just been permanently at 6 for like 5 months now. So I was like, I don't know if I can break it now.
You just have to envision what would change your mind about it. Like if he got the Golden Globe, would you care? If he got BAFTA, would you care? Would you care if he got both?
Well, okay. So who would be nominating Globe Drama then?
Who would be in Globe Drama?
Yeah, because if Babylon goes to like comedy or whatever,
well then
Farrell's in comedy.
Yeah, well that's why there's a lot of room for him. So it wouldn't even be that surprising,
right?
In a way, and they're not going to nominate Paul Mescal and Aftersun.
No.
So actually, he's like really in for the Golden Globe, especially if Calva's in comedy.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's such a lock that.
Globe Drama would be like what? Frasier.
Actually, it's not a lock because you have Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Frasier, Butler. Like
wait,
and then you could maybe do Jackman, Cruise, Calva, or Nighy. So you just got to take out one of them.
Well, if Babylon goes to comedy, then there's even more room.
I don't know if I believe in Calva or not.
People like him though.
I know they do, but we'll see.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, I'll wait for more.
I also kind of feel like I almost feel like Babylon would need to be like a more top contender for him.
Right. That's the thing is like if Babylon's a huge contender, then it gets actor and actress. Or if it's not a huge contender, or if it's polarizing, then it gets actor and actress. You know what I'm saying? And supporting actor, like I don't know.
Yeah.
You have Brad Pitt out. I saw your last video.
Yeah.
You have him at just based off of like all the allegations, everything. Do these reactions change your mind at all?
Well, sometimes we can see people going, yeah, Margot Robbie and Diego Calva were amazing. And it's like, I know why you're not talking about Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to mention him.
Yeah.
But like he might have been great and you might think so.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like if that's just more internet and if most people don't really know or care about, the Brad Pitt thing. But again, it's like if he gets like a Golden Globe nomination or a Critics' Choice nomination, then everybody comes out and like tries to, bring awareness to why we shouldn't nominate him. And that's going to happen every time he gets in anywhere. But again, it's still like internet play. So I don't know for sure. Like they're still bringing him around with the movie. Like they're not like embarrassed. They're not hiding him at the moment.
Right.
So I don't know.
I don't know. See, I'm glad because I saw your video. I'm just move off Babylon. I'm glad you threw what's his name? Barry Keoghan.
Yeah.
I remember we talked after TIFF. I was like, I don't know if I don't really see what people saw in Gleason, but I was like, but I saw it in my boy Barry. I saw it in Barry. So I think that looks good.
People are really gassing him up on Twitter. So I'm like, okay, this is going well.
Yeah, I think it's going somewhere.
So
I think it's real.
Do you have Dano for the Fablemans?
I don't know.
Because
I did have him
last night. I don't know, man. Well, first of all, goddamn that movie. Like the second time, the things that worked well for me the first time, like worked even better. But then the things I didn't like the first time, I hated my life last night. So
Wow.
it's kind of balanced out to, I guess, the same score, but I don't know if I see Dano really. I can't imagine
Judd
people.
Hirsch?
God, I
I think Paul Dano it's hard because he's not doing like that much, but people like Paul Dano.
Yeah.
But he's like, it's like he's in the right scenes and he has the right moments. He's just not that showy in them.
Yeah.
Right. So like when people are filling out their ballot, like are they just gonna like name check
I don't know.
Dano? I feel like there's no like
I don't
real
feel
like
confident about
love
it.
for
Right.
like,
I think it
who
could be
wanna
Judd
vote for
Hirsch.
Paul Dano.
I think it could be Judd Hirsch or somebody else for sure.
Judd Hirsch is also just like a really tricky sell though to me.
I know Judd Hirsch is.
Yeah, but
I mean, when I saw the movie the first time, I
screamed.
was like, "That's like now you're gone." Like, no way.
Yeah.
And then when he came out for the Q&A, I kind of changed my mind because he talked so much.
Yeah,
he talked so much. It was like it was his movie, and I was like, "Wait, I thought you were in like a couple seconds of that, but like now you're like owning the movie, and you're talking about like all this shit that went into your performance, and it's like that's actually kind of impressive."
Yeah,
and they are gonna bring him around. So,
and like if the Fabelmans really is like that big, which as of now it is, I mean, he would definitely be on the brains of people, because
I mean,
he kind of stands out more than Dano. Like, I'm surprised that even now, months after the premiere, people are still kind of pushing the Judd Hirsch. So
yeah, it's like it's maybe Bradley Cooper in Licorice Pizza. Paul Dano is maybe Rachel McAdams in Spotlight. Or it's like it's like you were good, but you're really going along because your movie's in.
Yeah, I guess that is true. They should just nominate Paul Dano for the Riddler. They should just do that.
I actually wouldn't be opposed if that was the exchange.
It's just better. It's a better performance, and the Batman is better than the Fabelmans. Anyway.
His Oscar clip is when he sings Ave Maria and everyone's laughing.
Yeah, it's so much better. When he's looking at the explosions going boom with them, yeah, that shit. Let's kind of pivot to a tricky one for supporting actress.
Oh yeah, I don't wait. Who do you have out front?
I should probably get my phone so people aren't gonna like.
Well, so I haven't touched my predictions in like a month. Last time I think I had just like the Claire Foy at number one, even though I was like, I don't think a woman talking person would win. Yeah. I'm very close to putting Hong Chau at number one.
Wow.
Because listen, you made a good point when you're like, none of these people kind of feel like winners. So therefore the winner will just ultimately feel like, that's weird. I didn't see that at first. But I don't see it for Carrie Condon. I see She Said Tonight, because I know like the next best picture team, actually a lot of them have Carey Mulligan at number one. So
that's a weird thing, because it's like she's either not getting nominated or she's number one for people. It's like
yeah, but I don't trust those. Like when people are like, well, you know, yeah, she might not get nominated, but like if she does, she'll definitely win because they like them. That's what people did with the guy in the Humans. Richard Jenkins.
Oh
yeah, it was like, and I think that was actually MVP team was like really going out and like saying he was going to win because people want him to get an Oscar and they feel like he's the kind of guy who could get a supporting actor Oscar and feel right.
That movie was fucking weird though.
Right, and it's like you have to ignore a lot of things to think that she's gonna win for that.
They usually when you get an Oscar for like being overdue, like let's just think about it. It's usually not like an okay performance for you. It's usually like they wait for the right times, you know, like they wait until you're actually like really good, you know, and really memorable. Like when's the last time someone won? It was just like, yeah, you can have it because you're overdue. Like I can't really think of it.
Laura Dern.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I like Laura Dern, but
that was a little. I mean, she definitely had an Oscar scene.
Yeah, she did.
I thought she had a great Oscar scene. She was just. Yeah, that's a little bit true about her, but that was also. I mean, I guess you could say the same of this year. There's also just a lack of a front runner.
It also just matters if they like your movie. Like people saying Glenn Close was going to win for Hillbilly Elegy and The Wife. Like people didn't like those movies.
Right.
People like The Wife. They don't love The Wife.
Yeah,
they like the favorite better.
Like she said also just I don't think the performance like draws enough attention to itself. And I would say that the Laura Dern,
she's just in the movie
that a
and
lot.
she is the lead in the movie.
Does she have some clips?
Yeah, like kind of, but it didn't.
Not really.
You have stuff that you could show, but I don't know. I'm curious what you'll think. I'm curious if you'll think that she had Oscar clips and like did a lot. A lot of it's like her like listening to people from across the table.
Kind of like Michael Keaton in Spotlight, except like no accent whatsoever. Well, actually, I mean, I guess she's like she's actually like British,
she does have an accent,
but you know what I'm saying.
Well, that's why I'm kind of like, for lack of a better option, well, maybe better is a strong word, but that's why I kind of want to just put Hong Chow at 1 because I can.
I'm like, I'm not opposed to this because if she won, it wouldn't be. I don't know. It would feel very deserved, you know. If I'm looking at everyone in this category, like that's definitely one of the more deserving ones because she is great in it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. I'm definitely thinking about it.
Yeah, I guess.
I just wonder if a woman talking person could actually win.
Yeah, I mean that will change. I'll change my opinion on that based off like the critics groups.
But imagine the whale.
Gravitate.
Imagine the whale, or it's kind of like Bohemian Rhapsody, where it like wins most of its awards it's nominated for. Like, imagine if that thing got 4 nominations and won 3 of them. Wait, no, 5 nominations and won 3 out of 5. Like, it's pretty big. It's like a big win haul for a movie for like a lightweight movie.
Hong Chow also just feels like Olivia Colman in The Father to me. But again, maybe if Olivia Colman in The Father was in this category, she would win. I don't know.
Yeah. Wait, who won that year? Oh, yeah, Jung Yoon. Oh, yeah, my grandma. Okay, yeah, that was tough to beat.
To her.
That one. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. So you have Carrie Condon, right?
Like really, really tentatively. Like I don't actually like. I'm not like going to bat. I'm not like really hardcore. Like, but there has been a good argument that, and I don't think that this is actually like how like this is kind of just like a thing that ends up being by coincidence. But a lot of movies have supporting actress as their sole win lately.
Yeah,
and
true.
Banshees doesn't seem like it's really on track to win much, even though I think it's going to get a lot of nominations, like maybe 10 nominations.
Right.
So I don't know. It's like you could give it a win somewhere, and I would not hate if Carrie Condon won.
Yeah,
it's just she's so new to people. Like she needs to campaign her ass off if she wants to win. Honestly,
true. That's true.
I don't know if that will happen, but
yeah, I'm trying to.
Could just be someone different everywhere too.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Stephanie Sue.
Yeah,
yeah, just
make it
taking
happen.
over. I mean,
I want to say that like someone in the basket could like come up and win, but I don't really see it.
Nina Hoss will win the Oscar.
Angela Bassett is going to win the Oscar.
I think Nina Hoss might get nominated though.
Wait, what did you think about the Angela Bassett hype? Like when you saw Black Panther, like so you're sitting through Black Panther, you're halfway through. What do you think about Angela Bassett winning at this or getting nominated at this point? What are you thinking?
No one's gonna move until we figure out what the fuck is going on in supporting actress. We're not gonna go anywhere. We're just gonna settle it right now. We're gonna figure it out with insight.
Hong Chow's winning.
Okay.
Angela Bassett had a scene. Technically, she does have a clip.
Yeah, she had one scene.
She's very good. I think she's very good. I mean, it's not gonna happen.
But then it was you didn't have enough.
Yeah, just
Well, I mean, it's like this is Marvel.
I'm not gonna feel about Judd Hirsch, but yeah, it's Marvel. It's a Wakanda thing. It's not received as well as I thought it was gonna be. So, no, it won't happen.
And then I want to ask about Pinocchio because you've seen the movie. You may not be as high on it as others, but do you think that it has a shot for Best Picture? What do you want?
Before we go to Pinocchio, I want to say, I might actually think that Hong Chow is going to win for The Whale too.
Join me, brother.
What's she going to win beforehand? SAG stuff. Yeah,
she can win. She can win.
Nothing. Well, maybe
BAFTA. Maybe Carrie Condon.
I don't know. Anyway, that's all I'm saying.
Carrie Condon could win BAFTA.
We can move to Pinocchio, but I'm saying I'm pretty like in between on those two.
I think that's fair to be in between on them. I'm not going to object. I have no confidence anyway.
All right, Pinocchio. Pinocchio. I was saying, as this is a call, I was like, Pinocchio could get 7 nominations. What do you think about that, bitch?
And then I told you it could get 8.
Oh, it could get 8 because director. And I was like, I don't really buy the director. I don't really buy that, but like, it has a really high ceiling, and people seem to like that shit. So I think it's fair to have it like at number 10 right now.
Yeah. So I don't know what video will come out, or I guess this video will come out first because I'm so fucking lazy. I haven't recorded Pinocchio at all. So I guess for my little thoughts, a little sneak peek. I mean, I liked Pinocchio. I didn't love Pinocchio though. I thought, because I was telling that maybe I just don't care for the Pinocchio story that much, because even though there are a lot of changes to it, which I appreciate, obviously the core moments of Pinocchio are still in there. So when I was watching it, it just kind of felt like we're detouring, and I know we're just going to end up coming back to what I already know. But the animation is fantastic. I'll be honest, I didn't care for that original song. It's not even that good, but that's just me. That's music. It's music. I don't know. It was like
Ciao Papa, no go.
Yeah, Ciao Papa. I mean, yeah, you can just go away. I don't know. I was kind of cringing a little bit. The scene is good.
Because I was actually toying with that, or what was it? Natu. It's kind of weird though. How do you?
I mean, I don't know. Are we just putting Natu an original song because we like RR and we want it to happen?
Yeah, but who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just don't know how the Academy would. I would keep Natu, I guess. I don't know. Music is weird because I like the scene. The scene is actually very good when that happens, but I don't really care for the song.
Oh, the music is great in that movie.
The music's great, yeah.
Okay, you like the song?
I love the instrumental of Natu. I think it's great. I think it should be nominated. Yeah. I need the original song category could be exciting this year for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So wait, so Pinocchio was like sort of mid to you? Like it was just fine?
I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. This is like probably as much as I'd like a Pinocchio.
Okay.
And like, I don't know how much of it we're doing is like the animation is amazing. But I also know that this is just me, So
well, it could be me soon, who knows.
Do you think it and I mean, you probably only think it as a shot at Best Picture because other people are saying so, right? Because other people's reactions are high on it. But it's like, taken in isolation, would you have probably just been like, no way?
After seeing it?
Yeah. Like if you didn't know what anybody else thought.
Probably.
What do you think about, like, do you buy that it can get like a lot of text?
Mm-hmm.
Like you think it could get like production design?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Because to be honest, before I saw Pinocchio, I was like so excited, and I was like, yeah, I'm fucking thrusting this bitch in like Best Picture. I'm gonna put it in like 6 nominations. So maybe that kind of messed with my expectations for it. I don't really know what I was expecting, because I don't know, like, are people just like loving the craft and like it's Guillermo del Toro? Because obviously I respect the craft. It's like amazing on screen, but at the end of the day, I still need like a story or something, which I already know.
Yeah, it seems like it's making some people cry.
Does it make you cry, or like do you understand like the tearjerker thing?
Sure. Yeah, okay. I understand it.
But the story is not great. Like, why is the story not good to you?
Well, it's not even that like it's not good. It's just I just know it. Like, yeah, it's in fascist Italy. It's much darker. We go some different places, but eventually we come right back to the Pinocchio story that I know. So maybe because of that, I was kind of like, all right.
I forgot about what Pinocchio. I haven't seen it in like 2 decades. So
okay, well that's good. See, I think Robert Zemeckis fucked this for me, because I saw that shitty live action Pinocchio like months ago. So maybe that's it.
Well, that shouldn't, like, a bad movie shouldn't make you see a good movie and go, yeah, we've seen this before. Like, so, it's still valid.
Yeah,
I think.
I mean, I don't want to mess people's expectations with it. Like, there are different things in this movie, but I just know where we're going.
I think it's good to have expectations amazing for stuff.
Animation's amazing. The craft is amazing. I love the score. Production design's worthy. I think visual effects is worthy. So I still think it could happen. Like I might still put it in picture, to be honest, because
I feel like it
clearly
depends.
I'm a minority.
It seems like it depends a lot on Netflix's campaigning, because you can get people really excited about, nominating an animated movie in all these categories that it wouldn't normally get. Like, you just have to kind of put in a little effort for it, and get them to see past the Pinocchio and get them to see it as an awards movie.
Right.
And I mean, do you think that, I don't know if you buy Netflix's other movies or not.
So I never bought All Quiet on the Western Front. I never bought that as like a big player.
Smarter than I.
Bardo, as far as picture, it's just gone. For picture, no way. And I saw Bardo. I'm not going to review it because I'm not trying to get torched in the comments, but let's just say I did not like Bardo. And then Glass Onion, even though I really like Glass Onion, I thought it was just a very fun movie that I could recommend to anybody. I was like, the more time I moved away from it, I was like, this is not.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I've been seeing. But that's also why the fact that it's coming out on Christmas makes me think, that's the smart thing for them to do, because they would need to be riding off of a high of people seeing that movie like right away.
Yep.
At the same time, though, you can still fade like after 2 months, and that's also I've seen a lot of that. I literally watched a lot of my Letterboxd friends change their rating from a 9 to an 8 on Glass Onion. Like I've seen a lot of that.
Yep. Yeah, I gave it an 8, and I was like, wow, that was a jolly old time. Like this movie will be in the top 5 most watched Netflix, like pretty much from like week 1. But I don't buy it. I don't know why, but I just don't buy it.
Yeah, same.
I mean, I think the movie's too like you get entertained and then you're done with it.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it leaves you with much else.
I think it'd be really exciting. I think Netflix should like pivot as soon as possible to Pinocchio, and like try to actually drum that up, and like do something a little different with your campaign money. Like actually try to support something that like your support really goes a long way. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if Del Toro gets this in, then
it might not get nominated with other studios. I think Pinocchio.
Yeah,
studios.
Yeah, like other studios might not be able to push that to a nomination. I think.
Wait, you have Pinocchio in, right?
At 10.
Okay.
But also in like 4 or 5 other categories.
Right.
So,
all right, I'm gonna get back to my job.
You got to get back to work. That's lame.
Yeah,
we're making a lot of money.
Loser.
We're the cash is flowing into the stream.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Our donors and our film sponsors are
later.
Goodbye. We're going nuts.
Goodbye.
All right. Now that he's gone,
let's
we can talk about the real shit.
That's right. The real shit. Since we've talked about pretty much every single acting category except this one, because I think we're both in agreement, Ki Huy Kwan. But so the Babylon stuff doesn't change your best actress at all.
I'm gonna give you some exclusive info.
Okay.
I like almost put Margot Robbie at number 1. And then I was like, I'm going to wait for the actual reactions and then like reevaluate that. But like, I have a video of me saying that she's number 1, and I'm going to take that back. Like I thought, okay, let's be real. She's going to give a performance that does everything an Oscar winning performance does. And so I thought people are just dismissing this because they see other people like with paths. But after the reviews, I think it's too mixed for her to win Best Actress. And so I'm going to put her back at like 3 or 4. But I was like, well, what if? And then I was like, oh, never mind. But she's still in. Like, I think the people who, well, she's probably in as long as the movie's in Best Picture.
Yeah. I think she's stronger than like Olivia Colman or
Olivia Colman. Honestly, I'm so done with Empire Blight.
Damn, you're just done.
I'm like, have you checked Rotten Tomatoes on that?
Isn't it in the 40s?
Yeah, it's in the 40s.
Yeah.
I also feel like that's like even like I didn't love that movie, but I thought it was I think that's a little harsh.
Yeah, I kind of liked it.
I don't think it's a bad movie. It's just not not like that successful.
Yeah.
But I think 40 is pretty harsh, but like that's where we're at. Like it's and I'm like, this is Score, forget about it. Like, forget about that shit.
Forget about, bro. It's so good.
Absolutely
though.
forget about it. It's good. It's honestly, their Bones and All shit is better. They've done better
that's fair.
stuff in the past. Like,
That's fair.
Mank and Soul were more interesting. Like, it's good, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean,
I'm kind of done with Empire of Light. Naomi Aki is number 6. That's correct.
She's lurking.
She's the only one who could really come up and. I mean, Viola Davis maybe a little bit of a shot, but I don't quite buy it. And
yeah.
So yeah, Naomi Aki's like the only one I think could jump into the race. But then again, the race is like almost sealed tight at this point.
You think?
I'm sure you have the same 5 as me, right?
Blanchett, Deadweiler, Robbie Williams.
Yeah. That's everybody's 5. And it's like, it's kind of a no-brainer. Do you think, when you watch The Fabelmans again, were you like trying to view that performance as lead, and like, did it make sense? Or was it like, no, that's supporting?
No, it's supporting.
Yeah.
It's supporting. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not huge on like category fraud where like I want to like tear down a building for it, as long as it's not like egregious. But yeah, that one I would have put in supporting. I still don't understand that decision. And I'll be honest, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm flipping on The Fabelmans. There were a lot of scenes last night when I rewatched. I was like, God, is Michelle Williams actually good in this? So
I was not 100% on her. I'll say that. Like,
yeah, I was like,
the thing that like gives me a little faith is the fact that Spielberg is calling the shots, and like it's supposed to be like a version of his mom. So it's like I almost trust that it must be kind of accurate. But it did feel like a little bit of a high wire performance, and it didn't always like register as being like totally authentic, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it was like you're doing a lot.
Right. I mean,
but it was also like it must be on purpose.
I guess. I guess so. I mean, we're giving a lot of leeway to Spielberg there, but yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. But
I mean,
I'll just say I was not. I don't think she wouldn't be in like my personal top 5.
No.
Whether
that's the thing is
lead or supporting, she wouldn't be in my personal.
I agree with that. I think a lot of people actually. I can't imagine that many people who would say that she's in their personal top 5 for best actress, which is why I think she's at number 5.
Yeah.
Like, she just feels like she so comes along with the movie, though.
Right. Exactly.
I also think I'm going to take Fabelmans out for score.
See,
which is like kind of crazy. Like people think it's crazy, but like
we should do that.
When
I was paying attention to it last night.
Yeah. Yeah. And what did you see? What did you see?
Nothing.
Exactly. And when that came out on Spotify and I saw that there was 25 minutes of original music, I was like, what are people doing with this at number 1? Like, not a chance.
It's because John Williams.
What? Yeah, it's because it's John Williams. It's because it's John Williams, and it's because it's going to be his final score that's not Indiana Jones 5. But it's like the guy has 80 nominations and 5 wins. Like, he does not need another Oscar. People also kind of are doing this with Spielberg. They're like, he's overdue for like. Is he overdue? Like Spielberg? Like, no. I get we haven't given him an Oscar in like a couple decades, but it's like cut it out saying he's like in need of more Oscars. Like,
I agree.
If we give it to him, it's because his movie was like the top that year. But like,
right.
And the Williams thing, like, honestly, and then I have a little bit of that confirming evidence with that, like, what was it? The Hollywood Music Media Awards.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see those?
Yeah.
Fucking, they had like 9 slots. Fabelmans wasn't in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, good. Interesting. And because
it's not.
And
good.
He didn't get nominated for the Post. He didn't get nominated for the Post, and it was kind of the same thing.
I mean, that'd be easier for me if I could take it out. Because I mean, like the Woman Talking score and the Babylon score, they are just so far and away so much better. than the
And
Fabelmans
Pinocchio's
were.
in there too, I think.
Yeah, and Pinocchio.
I think
Yeah,
those.
and
I think
Pinocchio.
that's easily the top 3. I don't know what else you have, but I think Score is the category where I'm like, I can go down to like number 15, and it's like
Yeah.
kind of possible still. Like, there's a lot of long shots in that category.
I mean, there's still Empire of Light. There's the Batman.
I'm putting in The
White
Way of Water
Noise,
too.
Avatar. Yeah.
I'm putting it
So-
in because I was like, okay, the music in the trailer is like, let's be honest, like
Majestic.
it's fucking good. Like it's
Yeah.
really good. And
Yep.
yeah, I put that in over Williams.
Yeah.
It's a big move. Big dick swing for me.
That is a swing. I hope you're right, because we don't need that. I don't need that in my life.
We don't need it. I mean,
We really
John
don't.
Williams, like he does have enough power though, where like the branch could just put him in because they like him and he's their boy.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he's
the
a
fact
goat,
that he got a snub for the
but-
Post actually makes me think, and like he got in for every Star Wars movie, but like the fact that he got snubbed for the Post, it's like they could do this. And I know that was like not a top 5 movie, but
right.
know.
I agree. He's still the GOAT, but he don't need this one. He don't need it. So
it's
we're
not
fine.
his
He don't
best
have
work.
to.
It's not his
It's
best work.
not.
We love him.
It's
We
really
respect him. He's one of the greats of all time. But
Yeah. Who's your quartet right now? Just to summarize for the people.
I guess it's Brendan Fraser, Kate
Yeah.
Blanchett.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kate Blanchett will win like the BAFTA Critics' Choice.
Yeah.
SAG could go elsewhere. Globe could
Yeah.
go else. Well, Globe, she doesn't have. Well,
She wouldn't.
she might get the
Michelle
Globe
Yeoh, right?
anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't really think Michelle Yeoh is going to win.
Yeah.
I feel like Deb Weiler might be more of a threat, just because she's literally like insanely good.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Blanchett wins BAFTA, it's like, okay, we know that that's important. And then Condon, I guess it's like, I don't know. And then Ke Huy Quan. How confident are you in Ke Huy Quan? Because I'm getting real confident about it. It's dangerous.
I'm getting so confident that now I'm getting nervous. That I'm getting scared now, because this is what I want like the most.
Here's the thing: it's like I don't think that I would personally give it to him. I actually I haven't like evaluated who's my favorite this year, but I didn't feel like I need to give him an Oscar for it. But I would be cool with it because he was really fucking good. But it's really just because I'm seeing how it makes a lot of sense. I'm just purely seeing that it makes sense. Like it's the type of performance, is the screen time's there, the Oscar scenes are there, the passion's there, the narrative's there. Like it's a lot of things are there, and nobody else makes that much sense to me in the category. So I really feel, and it's like, I really think if Everything Everywhere didn't win Best Picture, he'd still win.
No,
even if it won nothing else, I think he'd win.
Yeah, 100%. Like Gleason is not a winner. That is not.
I just didn't feel it.
Didn't feel it. I just can't. I can't do it. He's not a winner. Wishaw, I thought was good, which is, I think people are coming around to it. But I know a lot of people had Wishaw out, which I know we always thought was weird. Like right after that screening, we were like, yeah, he's in. Like he's
oh
in
yeah, you were on my side. That's good. Yeah, a lot of people were like, I was like, what are you talking about? But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's not at best. He's not at best.
Yeah,
I don't think he'd be. Yeah, no, like who else? Like, come on, no one's gonna be winning. Give it to Eddie Redmayne for The Good Nurse, maybe, but who I actually like. Like, I know he's gonna become the enemy, but I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Someone finally realized that he should be a serial killer, so he was good.
And you buy the Whale in Picture, right? You like definitely buy the Whale in Picture, right? Yeah,
I do. Happening. And I'm not even like insanely high on the Whale either, but I'm like, I think it's in.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine like if Babylon goes out in some theoretical world, I'm like, Jesus, like what are we filling it in with?
Here's the thing that I'm a little fucked because I am gonna publish I still haven't published my lead acting and tech predictions. And now I'm like, do I take Babylon out for sound? Do I take Babylon out for and like, do I do it because normally I wait a little longer before actually having to like decide.
Yeah.
But I could also just be like, fuck it. Like, I'm not going to change it because I kind of made my mind up already.
Right.
Just leave it. But
maybe you could probably leave Babylon in sound.
I'm also.
I'm looking
I
at it
want to
right
hear what you.
now.
Here's one of my hot takes. I want to hear what you think about it. I put X in for makeup.
That's all right.
It's not bad.
Wait, who?
It's not
Yeah,
bad.
I mean, it makes total sense. I mean, I guess I'm just trying to think of the contenders here. There's the Whale and Elvis and the Batman, Babylon.
Those are the main three. Babylon, kind of, yeah.
Then he gets to like Black Panther, Matilda,
which is
All
like
Quiet.
You may or you may not.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's that bad. I mean,
if it's shortlisted, I feel like it's gonna actually get into the top 5. Like as long as it's shortlisted, people are gonna say it.
I mean, the prosthetics is king. So
exactly,
you have a good hunch for makeup.
I just go off of the fact that they will nominate prosthetics, and people will try to predict shit like the Fablemans, and it's like, no,
the Fablemans.
Get it?
Oh my god! Please,
I don't know if people are actually predicting that now. I don't. But like, people will predict like, oh well, this is a Best Picture contender. It's like,
yeah,
that doesn't matter. You got to look at Border. The fact that these movies can get in when there's 3. You know.
Jeez, I will put my foot down now if people are even thinking about the Fablemans and makeup. Let me just put that to bed.
Gold Derby doesn't have this category open, do they? I think some people. I think if the film, like West Side Story, it's kind of the same thing last year.
Yeah.
Also, actually, one more thing I want to say. Do you think that Banshees could win Best Picture?
Yeah, maybe. I guess. I mean, like it's a weird thing where I don't know how well. Yeah, I don't know how well it would do on like a preferential ballot, but technically the package is there.
I think the fact that everybody thinks that Banshees is like a 9 out of 10 means that it would do well on a preferential ballot. Like, I don't think it would be the movie that's winning out of the number ones, but everybody likes that movie. And like literally, it's probably like the most broadly agreed on movie this year. There's no movie that people think like everybody thinks is like at least an 8 out of 10. Yeah. You know, that's the one. Everybody agrees.
So you're telling me the race is down to Banshees versus Top Gun.
Exactly.
Let's do it. let's do it.
Top Gun's going to win adapted screenplay and supporting actor combo for Miles Teller. It doesn't even need editing and sound.
I saw someone predict Miles Teller in their lineup.
That's disgusting. That's repulsive.
Yeah. Hopefully not. I like Miles Teller, but
there's no way. Like, he didn't do any. I don't even have him in like the 20. Like, no.
Jump cut to Oscar nomination morning when Top Gun gets 13 nominations.
I would literally like throw up. And I love Miles Teller. Like, what he's done for cinema is you can't like compare his contribution to the art of cinema, but Top Gun, like, come on.
He do be flying the jet though.
If you nominated the mustache for best supporting stash or best supporting actor, really, true. I could get behind that. But
it is a good stash.
The performance as a whole,
yeah,
I don't know.
All right,
maybe he went method.
Yeah,
we just don't know about it.
Let's end on one last thing. We don't have to talk too long about this, but Jimmy Kimmel back. He is back to host the Oscars. Obviously, a conversation about what the show should or would be can be a whole nother 3-hour conversation. But I guess just what are your thoughts? What are you feeling about Jimmy Kimmel? How do you feel the show is going to be?
It's white bread. It's plain. It's vanilla. It's like safe and sanitary, and it's boring. Like, I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's going to do a bad job, but he's not going to be great. It's going to be okay. And it's just like, no. And he's like, I don't know what the Oscars think that they're doing with having him host. Like, if they're concerned that they are losing people because, well, they definitely aren't. Okay, they definitely aren't concerned that they are like the like Hollywood elite, like liberal bubble.
Yeah.
Like if that's a goal of theirs to try to break out of that, because there's a perception about that, and a lot of people aren't tuning into the Oscars because they think it's like political or like bias, or it's just like an awards show for virtue signaling and everything. And I think that's like that's a little overblown, but like that's definitely a reason why people actually aren't watching.
Yeah.
And if they're picking Jimmy Kimmel, they're just literally not concerned about it. And they were picking,
Right.
you know, people like Amy Schumer last year, like they're not concerned about that at all.
Right.
So, you know, if that's not their priority, then that's fine. If their priority is just to just like make a very, very safe, reliable show, which is maybe not a bad goal to reach, because like, you know, if you're just trying to avoid disaster, then it's not necessarily a bad pick.
Yeah.
So if that's really, but that's such a low bar. It's such a low goal. Like, again, it should have had Eric Andre. I keep saying it.
Oh, that'd be so good.
It's the only host that I want. Him or Nathan Fielder needs
Yeah.
to host the Oscars.
I've always said they should just have the Jackass team.
That actually would be a good idea. Yeah.
Johnny Knoxville
hosting the Oscars. Yeah.
I've always thought that would just be so fun.
Take a risk. Like have him like jump off like the rafters and just like land onto the stage with like no support.
With no support.
And like maybe die.
He turns to the camera and is like, "Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville and welcome to the 95th Academy Awards." And then just keep it going. God, that'd be fucking
and then they like insert the best actor they insert Brendan Fraser's best actor statue like in Steve-O's ass. Like you could make a good show.
Exactly.
Like, you could get literally the highest ratings ever.
Yeah.
If you did 100%. Shit like that. Like of course you could. You could get a lot of attention. It would probably be distracting from the craft of movies. But you know what? Maybe that's okay.
It'd be fun as hell. Like no one's gonna tune in for Jimmy Kimmel. Like no one is like, hell yeah, Jimmy Kimmel, third time.
Yeah,
La La
I mean, it's a little like I don't hate Amy Schumer or anything, but it's less tone deaf than having like picking Amy Schumer to host your Oscars is tone deaf. Like you just don't have a pulse on like what people want to see. And like I like Trainwreck a lot, and like I think sometimes Amy Schumer is really funny. Sometimes she's falling flat, but like sometimes I really like her.
Yeah.
So, but like, you know, I don't think they have a very good finger on the pulse.
Would you host the Oscars?
Sure, I'll do it. I'll come out there, top.
You heard it here first.
Dancing. Wait, what do you think about I'll sing Not To.
Oh man,
I'll do it.
Boy.
I'll sing all the songs they didn't nominate.
Oh, all right, that'll be good.
What do you think about Jimmy Kimmel?
I mean, I pretty much no.
I trash your hero.
It's just whatever. It's like
exactly.
It's a ham sandwich with cheese. It's just like okay, like he's gonna be the host. I don't hate Jimmy Kimmel. I don't love Jimmy Kimmel. Like he doesn't get me going either way. It's because of right here. And on one hand, that kind of bums me out because, like, I don't know. I'm not one of those people where like the Oscars need to be cool and nominate Thor: Love and Thunder, but I am kind of like, well, they don't need to be cool, but like they could use some like energy, like they can use some like new like blood in it, you know, like that's why going
fresh
someone,
blood
going someone random like
and they could drink adrenochrome live on the stage.
Yeah, Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly drink each other's blood on stage.
They should do that as a hosting duo for sure.
Yeah. So Jimmy Kimmel, I guess, doesn't frighten me. I'm just more concerned about what the show will be because I don't know if you remember, but the first Oscars that me and like my friends watched together was the Parasite year. And obviously that was exciting because of Parasite and everyone loved that. But I remember when it was like showing category for like visual effects, they would show the nominees. They would show it without visual effects. They'll do some like simple wipe and they would show it with visual effects. Yeah. And I remember my friends were like, whoa, like, holy shit. And they're just like regular people. They're not like me. Or like with makeup, they're doing it, or with screenplay, they had people narrating it as like the typewriter would come up. Like little shit like that. Yeah. Actually, I think gets people, like normal people, excited for like a category that maybe they wouldn't, like a makeup. So
score, I remember they actually had them
yeah,
like
they
perform
had
some of
it
those
perform it
pieces
live
live.
with an
Like that
orchestra.
that kind of shit is what I keep saying that they need to do. Like
Yeah,
getting people excited about stuff and not that they don't even know about, or like showing them the craft that that they might not understand.
exactly. And like, not to be like it could be so simple, but like seriously, what they did with visual effects, just a clean like wipe
Yeah,
transition.
I mean they've done a lot of it before.
Yeah, so I don't know why they went away from that. Like, I mean, I guess COVID,
They
sure,
just
will give
they
them a
just
mulligan,
think that
but
like they need to draw people in by like, what do people like? They like music. Let's like, but people aren't watching the Oscars for music. Like,
no,
I don't know. Like they're just trying to. They think if they lose their identity,
right.
they can like capture everybody. That's not. I don't think it's a good approach for anything.
And like the fan cheer moment, like what are we doing that
That was
again?
just fucking funny.
Like,
And
not that
like
I care about that,
that it
but
like
are we doing
happened
that
in 20, it
again?
was like 20 seconds for it, and then it went to like the Zack Snyder like bots.
Yeah,
Like it was such a mess. It was just, they thought No Way Home would win too. Like it was the only point was for it to go to No Way Home.
yeah.
And now Army of the Dead has an Academy Award.
Army of the Dead. That random Johnny Depp movie, like Minamata, got
Yeah,
like fourth
just
place. Everyone's
stands.
like, what is that?
They're definitely not doing that again. Like they have to know that was a huge failure.
I don't know, man. They might do it. they might just
I
do
think
it,
they should.
man.
I think that they need to do like an honorary Oscar thing, and then everybody will vote Johnny Depp in to get an honorary Oscar,
Yeah.
and then he has to make a speech. That would just be like
I mean, the ratings, I guess, for that would be nice.
yeah.
But yeah, the Oscars, I don't know what kind of show we're in for. Hopefully they make it somewhat interesting with how they're presenting the categories and fucking show clips and whatnot. But
it's gonna be like okay at best, I think.
And it's gonna be like 3 stars on
for.
Letterboxd.
That wouldn't be that bad.
As long as the
maybe
winners,
they'll be like, oh, thank God people will watch this year because we nominated Top Gun. Maybe they'll be like, oh, we kind of did all the work already in nominating the movie. Maybe we don't have to try so hard to pander.
Maybe
or Avatar too. Like if Avatar and Top Gun get nominated, we'll definitely see. I think the ratings will be higher than last year.
I think so too. I think so. I mean, to bring it back full circle, Top Gun Best Picture. That would be the best thing for the Oscars. Tom Cruise. But
I don't really want it.
I wouldn't do it. Like I'm still all in on Everything Everywhere, and that's what I want, and that'll make me the most happy. I could forgive a lot of sins if Everything Everywhere just won a bunch of Oscars.
Tom Cruise winning Best Actor. He's overdue?
Yeah. Who cares about Brendan Fraser? It's comeback. Like Tom Cruise, Come
on, it's your first nomination. You're just a baby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'll be back. You'll be back. But let's give it a Cruise, Teller, and Connolly.
Top Gun Maverick 2. Tom Cruise is going to come back. He's going to be 800 pounds. He's going to be
flying in the jet.
800 pounds. And he's going to win an Oscar for that.
That's
he's
right.
He's going to have even more makeup. It's
going to Top Gun Rooster is what it's going to be. It'll be in Miles Teller. Cruise will go supporting with the 800-pound suit. Flying a jet. That'd be pretty sick.
He's going to spend 20 hours in a makeup chair.
Yeah.
And it's going to be there's going to be a lot to do for him.
He's method. He's a method boy.
He's going hard for that.
All right, but I guess that'll do it. We've been talking for a bit. Any last parting words for my fellow? I mean, we have a lot of the same subscribers, but
parting words.
Any words of wisdom here? I read like a Bible verse or
and let there be predictions, as they say.
True.
Everybody keep being interested in the Oscars. We need money.
Yeah, watch the whole ads in the video.
Don't give up. Turn off your ad blockers legitimately though.
Yeah.
Other than that though,
ad blockers.
The best is yet to come.
Facts. Best is yet to come. Well, I will thank you for coming on. I'll link all your stuff in the description, like your Patreon and all your Twitter and everything, because that's where you want to be. That's where you want to be.
Yeah. And I think you should link yours in the description, even though we're already on your channel.
Yeah, I'll leave my links in in the description as well. Maybe I'll just put a section below. I'll link my Patreon that I don't have.
All right, time to get to work.
Yeah, honestly, time for me to get
go
to work.
Yeah.
Okay, subscribe. Watch all the ads.